Welcome to Insomniac Hour. It's basically a podcast where we're all insomniacs, to be honest, and we just share our opinions about whatever, which will mostly include anime. So there's that. I'm your host, Divine Can't Sleep, or Jamie for short. Doesn't really matter what you call me. And then my co-host over here, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello. I am Cutie Pie. You can call me Jade. I am from Canada. Pleased to meet you.
So, actually, before we actually get into the podcast, what's it like living in Canada?
Well, the temperature varies wildly between 40 degrees Celsius and negative 40 degrees Celsius, so that's always fun.
Oh God.
I can tell you there's no igloos. We live in normal houses. We don't ride polar bears. But we do love maple syrup.
Wait. Do people genuinely think y'all ride polar bears?
I don't know. People believe some weird shit sometimes, so I feel like I had to get that out there.
Aren't polar bears only in Antarctica? I could
I'm sure
swear.
there are some in the very northernmost parts of that one territory that's falling apart at the seams.
Yeah, maybe. But
None
anyway,
of it.
since we're saying where we are, I am in Texas, which, dear God, I hate this state. It's one day it could be like the most perfect weather, right? And then all of a sudden, in the middle of fucking July, it's fucking negative 2 degrees or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, this state is so fucking bipolar. It is like difficult for me to like understand what's happening all the time.
I gotta say, that's my entire life constantly in Canada. Just always. Also, I doubt that what you think is perfect weather for me, but we do flip-flop between the temperatures quite a bit.
But yeah, no, but yeah, moving on past that, we were supposed to have another co-host join us, but he is having some technical difficulties, so he will not be in the first episode, sadly.
Technical difficulties. Since he's playing Need for Speed.
That and his phone is fucking up. All right, we don't talk about the video game.
I'm gonna put him on blast. I've been preparing for this damn episode for weeks.
Yeah, I mean it's been about 3 weeks since I made the server, and then it's been about 2 weeks since we've actually like started planning on when to record. So that's fun.
And we planned and it fell through, and we planned and it fell through, and we planned and we all fell asleep.
Because we're a bunch of fucking insomniacs.
Oh yeah. Be like, okay, are we ready for the podcast? Well, someone's not replying. 4 hours later, it's like, sorry, I had a nap. Like, okay.
Oh.
How about we do a late night stream when we're all awake anyways? I mean, I have roommates that are not insomniacs.
Fuck the roommates. Roommates are a massive L. But yeah, I feel like we should open up more on our introduction because we just give a name. They don't know what we do, like how we are, like they don't know nothing. They just know our names. And I feel like that's a little disrespectful.
Okay, so we're going deep then. We're gonna be buddies.
I mean, it ain't gotta be that deep. Like, if you want to make it that deep, then that's up to you. But I do YouTube, I do Twitch. I'm currently not doing those because I have no fucking Wi-Fi, so I'm doing everything on my phone right now. But yeah, if I normally do have Wi-Fi, I normally do YouTube, Twitch, and some other things. I like to read, write, play video games. Obviously, since I'm doing YouTube, watch anime. Even though I have like a million animes I need to watch.
That's just the life of every anime nerd, though.
Okay, but like I have
Yeah, I'll add
anime.
that to my watch list. It's at spot number 147.
Oh god. Okay, but like there is some anime that I should have seen by now since I've been into anime for like over like 5 years at this point.
Full Metal Alchemist.
That's what. But yeah, for those that are wondering, I am 18 years of age, and I'm currently doing my last year of bitch school. That's you referring school as bitch school. What about you, Mrs. Jade?
As for me, I'm a biology major. I'm in university. 22 years old. 22 years young. For you. I enjoy art, science. I like to role play on Discord. And I enjoy cosplay.
See, Jade is like the definition of a fucking nerd. All right.
You can't say anything.
No,
You
okay.
have waifus.
Yeah, cause waifus are fucking godly. All right. No, but she like if you give her a topic in science that she loves, she will ramble about that bitch for fucking hours on end, dude. Like,
Okay, true. I will not deny this.
like she is the definition of a fucking nerd. And
But you love me anyways.
that is true. But not like I was saying, there are times where like that's super helpful and like super enjoyable, I guess, because I get to like learn some new things I never knew about. And plus, it's kind of just cool letting people like ramble on about stuff they like. But then you have the other times where it's like fucking too early for me. It's like noon for me, and she's over here going on about like some science stuff she's working on. I'm like, bro, I just fucking woke up. Can you please not? Except I don't say that because I don't want to be an asshole. Or there are times where I'm like just trying to relax, and she's like, "Yo, I got to look through this cool microscope today." I just want to be like, "That's cool and all," but like I want to relax. I don't want to hear science.
You know I can tell when you feel like that, right?
um, yeah, I mean we met in what 2019 or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was like close to the end of 2019 or something like that. So we've known each other for fucking too long.
Damn, okay, fine. See how it is.
I mean, I didn't mean it in like a very rude way. I meant it as in like we know too much about each other. No, but now we can actually like kick off the podcast. So I only have like a couple things planned what to talk about. Other than that, it's like
Oh,
it's
this is
gonna
gonna go off the rails.
yeah, it's gonna go off the rails quickly. But since Jujutsu Kaisen has a release date of 2023 for season 2, I thought why don't we do a Jujutsu Kaisen draft? They
Oh,
um have you heard of a snake draft?
um, no?
Okay, basically how it's gonna work is say for example, like for the first round you have the first pick and I have the second pick. For the second round, it would be the reverse. So I would have the first pick, you would have the second pick. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And because this is a draft, we're gonna have some rules. The only rules are no manga characters, and you cannot draft Sukuna and Gojo because they would wipe the fucking floor with they would wipe the fucking floor with our characters. All right?
I draft Gojo, all of your points are moot.
Like,
It doesn't
like,
matter who you chose.
like anyone else from the anime or the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie, they're
I
up for
haven't seen
grabs.
that one.
Oh, damn, you had a disadvantage.
Damn. Okay.
I'm fairly certain it's on Netflix now.
I have Crunchyroll, I just
Or not
haven't
Netflix.
watched it.
Not Netflix. Crunchyroll. I was gonna say Crunchyroll, but my mind is elsewhere. But yeah, in that case, like, do you want the first or the second pick?
I'll go second.
Well, second, okay. In that case, also I should specify we're only doing a 4-man squad because I feel
Okay.
like any more would be just fucking off the rails. So for my first pick of the Jujutsu Kaisen draft, I'm going to go with Inumaki.
Alright.
I feel like
Is
Inumaki is like once you actually understand his powers, he's like really one of the most OP characters.
he is pretty cool. I do like him.
Cause
Um
you no, cause he uses fucking speech and he could like literally tell you to do anything. Like I don't know why. I think that power is like so like unique and cool.
imagine
So
if he slipped up and told you to like go fuck yourself.
exactly. I want to write something like that where he's like just fucking slips up and says some shit like that. I think it would be so hilarious.
Something happens, he just goes shit. Everyone around him goes, oh no.
Um, but yeah, actually, before you pick, I should probably say that Itadori is like his own person. So you can draft Itadori, but you can't draft Sukuna.
Okay. You pronounce their names weird. Just saying.
I do it. Do I not say it like the Japanese dub?
I think you're saying it like the English dub.
Oh, fuck, that's the weird thing with me, anime. There are some animes where I'll pronounce it correctly, and then there are other animes where I just don't. So it's like, even though I took a
Yeah.
Japanese class as well, and I understand like the language a little bit, I still just end up.
Fun.
But who are you going to draft for your first pick of the
My
first?
first pick is going to be Fushiguro. Because he has a ton of potential. And he's
Oh,
badass.
okay. Solid pick. Solid pick.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for your second round pick, who are you going with?
Ooh, second pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Nobara. Also very promising. Also, she's badass, and I'm gay.
You're just taking like the whole fucking team. Leave someone for me. I don't want Itadori's bitch ass.
Well, then don't
Like
take him, and I'll have him. It's fine.
that's fine. I'm gonna take Maki. Simple as that.
Ooh.
And then
Also gay for her.
for my third round pick, I'm going to go with. Oh, I'm gonna go with Panda. Go with Panda. Yeah.
Panda. Okay.
He
Well,
was
we all know that I'm gonna take Itadori. Because, yeah.
what the fuck did you just
Yuji-kun.
what did you just say?
Yuji-kun.
Did you did you fuck up Isidori's name?
No. You just can't listen properly. I said Itadori. I said Yuji-kun.
Oh, I I don't remember who the fuck that is.
My goodness.
Who is that? Wait. I'm
What do
so
you
good.
mean, who is that?
I don't remember.
Itadori Yuji. Yuji is his first name.
Oh, I didn't
Main
I didn't
character.
I didn't hear Yuji. I didn't hear Yuji. I heard something completely different. I didn't hear
Oh my
Yuji.
god.
I'm so confused.
Okay. Okay, whatever.
Okay, so that's your third round pick?
Yeah.
Okay, what about your fourth round pick?
Um, Loki, just to spite you, I'm going to pick Momo.
Oh, That's fine. That's fine. Give me Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. That man's a fucking badass.
Ooh.
Safe to
Momo's
say,
also just like really cute. So
my team kind of wipes the floor with yours.
I think you underestimate my main three.
I don't. Fushiguro definitely got that potential. Noabara though, I feel like she's gonna charge at Inumaki, and Inumaki's just gonna be like, "Sit your ass down." Like just stop
So
her. Uh, ah. Oh no, I feel like my team wins purely because of Yuta. Because you haven't seen
no
Jujutsu.
spoilers. No
Yeah,
spoilers.
you haven't seen it. I will say he is
I have
over.
seen a few like clips on Instagram and stuff though. He
I
seems
will
pretty cool.
I will say that he is overly overpowered as shit.
Is he Gojo levels of overpowered though?
He has the potential. I will say that. He has the potential
Nice.
to be Gojo level. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'd be a close to even battle, honestly. Like until you at least watch Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, then you'll see how overpowered the characters are.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, who's like your top three favorite characters?
Mm. Yuji, definitely love the himbo vibes. Um, gonna say followed by Gojo.
Of course, Gojo is best
Also
wife,
gives me Dazai vibes, and we know that I'm a simp for Dazai. So,
and Gojo's a waifu. He's like number one waifu.
mm-hmm. Remember your apps.
So we'll talk about that in a minute. Alright.
Alright, Yuji, Gojo, and then Inumaki.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a very surprising pick from you. I thought you was gonna say Nobara or fucking Maki.
I would say Nobara, except no. Like I
Not
like her just fine, but Inumaki is just really cool.
Yeah, no, his power is like definitely fucking unique. Like don't get me wrong, everyone in Jujutsu Kaisen has a unique power, but his is just so unique.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I will say, I I would disagree that everyone's power is unique because Yuji's whole thing is Sukuna's power and also himbo. He, his power is just ultimate himbo. Like
I mean, even before he became Sukuna's vessel, he was still fast as shit.
fourth floor. He
No, it's the fact. It's the fact
jumped to the
he jumped.
fourth floor.
I was just about to explain that. I forget which episode it is,
Oh my
but
god!
this man has
It's
a
the
four.
first episode. They're like, yeah, they're on the fourth floor, and
Fucking
he
you.
just jumps. He, he jumps higher in the fourth floor. He comes in at a downward angle. Have you ever carried a shot put ball? For hell, one of those fuckers, they're heavy. He
Yeah,
baseball pitched that thing.
that's why like Yuji is just without Sukuna, he's like a good fighter, but he's not able to like stand up to like the fucking curses and shit.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really have curse energy.
Yeah, he he's just really fucking strong
They're
and
like,
shit.
wow, you have this super cool technique where your cursed energy comes a second after your punch. It's like, no, that's just. I
I
don't know if
should
that's unique or just can't.
feel like I don't know. I feel
His
like
true
what is
power is the power of friendship. No one can resist Yuji.
since I haven't read the manga, I feel like it is a unique power, but I feel like it'll be further explained in the second season.
Yeah, I
I
haven't read the manga either.
I could just be completely wrong though. It could just be the opposite. They explain what it is, but then they don't go past that.
Yeah, I don't know. I have enough manga series ongoing. I don't need to add Jujutsu Kaisen to that too. Not that I can ever
Yeah,
find the first one anyhow. So
don't tell me about it. I have like double the amount of manga I read. I need to read anyway. But for my three favorite, that is definitely difficult there because there are like so many good characters in the series.
mm-hmm.
Um, since I'm not gonna be able to pick like a 1, 2, and 3 in just no particular order. It's gonna be Gojo, um, Sukuna, and then Fushiguro for the third one.
Mm-hmm. Alright, alright.
Like the reason Sukuna is a favorite is low key like so biased. Um, it's fucking how do I explain this? What is Trixie in them called?
Tulpas?
Yeah, Topaz. The reason Sukuna is a favorite is simply because Akuma. He's like a Tupla for those that don't know.
Tulpa.
Fuck off, alright? You can
A Tupla?
fuck fuck you, alright? My brain is on autopilot, alright? But anyways, Akuma is that, and that's his favorite character. So he kind of just
Mm-hmm.
like, pushes it into my list, and I'm like, well, guess I gotta go with it now.
Definitely compares himself to Sukuna, doesn't he?
At times, yes, he does. Um, but actually, since we're speaking about anime and stuff right now, what are like some upcoming animes like for like the rest of fall or even for next year that like you're excited for?
Well, definitely hyped for the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen. Uh,
Obviously, that comes out
season
next year.
4 of Bungo Stray Dogs.
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
that comes out early 2023. Am I correct?
I think so. I couldn't tell you for sure. I'm not really one to keep track of these kind of things. Um,
Wow, is that it? Like only two
I
animes?
don't know. I don't know about anything. Like I said, I don't keep track of these things.
Wow. Okay, I got a bunch of animes that I'm excited for.
Okay.
I'm excited for My Hero season 6 that's already dropped and it's like streaming now. So I'm probably gonna wait till the season's over or till it gets like a bit further in. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited for season 6 of My Hero. That shit, the manga has been going fucking crazy. Anyway, and then we have Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man airs tomorrow as well, which I am so fucking hyped for. Cause
You're lucky you have my Crunchyroll, don't you? Aren't you? You're
I am
welcome.
very excited. Thank you. But a while back, I ended up reading like a quarter of the manga. I still haven't fucking finished it, sadly. But from what I read, I am so fucking excited for Chainsaw Man. Like, oh
I
my!
have heard of that one. I'm not sure if I would like it quite as much. You'll have to let me know. Honestly. But,
You're into like heavy like gore and stuff like that, right?
I'm okay with it. I feel like my main problem is going to be the main character, though. Isn't he a bit of a
Per-
lecherous type?
he's
Yeah.
fucking perfect. Yes.
Yeah,
See,
no, I feel like I'll get turned off by that.
See, I feel like they do it in a way that it's like a funny kind of like pervert thing. It's not like where it's Mineta, where it's like just fucking downright
Oh
creepy.
God, fucking Mineta.
Yeah, no, he the main character is not like Mineta. It's more of like a funny kind of thing. Like obviously, like he'll do things for certain things, but other than that, it's like more so funny than actually like Mineta
Hmm.
type creepiness.
Okay, well, let me know.
All right. And then for next year we have Solo Leveling, which oh my
Oh
god,
yeah, you're obsessed with that one.
oh I am like more than obsessed with it.
I am curious about that one. I will admit.
I can send you it since it's a manhwa. You're able to read it online, so I can just like send you the link for it.
You know, I am never gonna read it. I have so many books lined up, and I don't read any of them. So
Do I need to hop like in a separate VC channel with you and just like record my screen and like read it to you?
no,
Because
just wait for the anime and watch it with you or something.
I'm watching the anime as soon as it fucking drops. I don't care what time it is.
Speaking of watching with you, we need to get back to watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, of course, because the other series sucks.
I've never seen the original Full Alchemist, so I wouldn't know.
They took the plot. They took one look at the plot, and they said no and chucked it in the garbage.
how, how does that even work?
I
Like,
don't know, but I've been told about the original series, and apparently they looked at like the plot from the manga and they went, yeah, no, we're gonna go in a completely different direction.
so is he not on a mission to like
Okay, have
resurrect his
you've
mom or
met
something?
Maze Hughes, yeah? Did you like to talk about his daughter?
I don't think I had.
Okay, anyhow, he's like super precious and kind, and he loves his daughter so much. And the original series decided to make him a Nazi. So that
What?
shows you about how, yeah, yeah.
What the fuck? Oh
Yeah, no,
my
instead of it being
god.
like an allegory for the war, they just stuck it into the war. And apparently there's time travel and stuff too. So
What?
I don't recommend. Just keep watching Brotherhood.
I might check it out simply because I
Just out of
like,
curiosity.
yeah, out of curiosity, and the idea of like time travel and stuff like that is like so interesting to me.
I
Cause
will say it is most likely terribly executed.
probably, but
But
I don't know, any show that
be
has
my
like time,
guest.
any show that has like time travel or things of that nature, I look into at least a little bit. Cause stuff like what happens in the Flash, where they can like run back in time and do
Mm,
all that kind of stuff with their speed is like really interesting to me. Like, cause
I
if
see.
if you ask me to go on about like that kind of science, oh yeah, 100%, I fucking will for hours. But any other kind of science, I'm just like, what's that again? Because I will look at biology, just plain old biology, and be like, what the fuck is all this? Because like
Don't get
I
me started on biology. We all know how I do that.
yeah, no, because I'll be in the class, I'll like listen, I'll understand everything, and then as soon as I'm not in that class anymore, it just fucking all vanishes. Fucking all that information. The only thing that stuck with me is the mitochondria is the power.
Okay, that sticks with everyone.
Exactly, because they
Just
teach
like
it such a stupid way that it just makes me remember
mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell.
that and all the fucking stupid videos they play of it.
Ugh, I remember this one video from when I was taking biology in high school, and it had like a bunch of cells doing a little dance, and it reminded me of like a cactus dance. They had like one arm bent up and the other arm bent downwards, and they just kind of switched them back and forth and wobbled from side to side and did their little cell dance. And the entire class started doing the cell dance. And then the teacher looked up and just burst out laughing because the entire class of like 12th graders were just sitting there doing a little cell dance. Their little dance.
I would pay money to basically see grown ass kids fucking do that shit.
God, yeah, it was all of us too. Like jocks, nerds, popular chicks. Oh yeah.
No, going back
I
to
definitely played a hand in starting it too because I was just enjoying the cell dance and I started dancing along, and then everyone else danced along. Like hell yeah, I'm starting a trend for the first time ever. I was not the cool kid. So
I am not the cool kid. Like people know me just cause mainly cause of my last name, cause of what my fucking brother and sister did when they were in school. Like people
goddamn.
know of me. Dude, my brother was a fucking, think of like a troublemaker times like 5. That's what my brother was in middle school, cause he never did make it to high school. He fucking dropped out before that.
Here's a message for your brother. Pay
If
me
you
for
ever
the art I made you.
what?
Goddamn.
No wait, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Pay me for the art I made. I made him a cool ass profile pic and stuff, and he still hasn't given me money.
I will make sure he listens to this segment of the podcast.
Pay me.
But yeah, no, it's not like people don't really know me that much in high school now, because fucking my sister made it to her freshman year, and then dropped out, and then tried to get her GED, but like shit came up, because my sister actually tried, unlike my brother. But yeah, no, after like my freshman year of high school, I kind of fell into like the unknown category, since
Yeah.
unless it was like, a really like old teacher that had my brother or sister in a different school, they didn't really know me. So I was like good for the most part. I was able to actually like make a name for myself. I'm like fucking
That's good.
middle
That's
school.
good.
In middle school though, like 7th grade, I my PE teacher for 7th grade was like the absolute best. Coach Katie, he's like the absolute best PE teacher in the world. Basically,
Yeah.
what we, cause like you know how like every like I don't know what they call it up in Canada, but for every 6 weeks, it's like you focus on like a different sport or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for Coach Katie's PE class, you just did whatever the fuck you want. Like if you're going outside for the day, you could play soccer, you could play American football, you could do anything. If you were
Ooh,
if
that sounds fun.
yeah, if you were staying inside the gym, you could play basketball, you could do whatever. And then like every now and then he would obviously like have to make us do stuff for like a grade and stuff. But other than that, you got to do. And I remember the first day of school, I walk in, sit on the bleachers, and he's calling roll, because for some reason, every teacher I've ever met fucking sucks with my first name. So, so he's reading roll call, and he sees my last name. He looks up immediately. And he's like, "Is there a Falcon in here?" Fucking, I raise my hand, and he's like, "I had your brother." Fucking, whenever he was in school, I had your brother, and I'm like, "Oh fucking god, this is gonna be a nightmare." And that was like with the majority of my teachers. A majority of my teachers either had my brother or my sister, and they were like troublemakers. So they were always fucking on my ass about shit. I'm like, I'm the good kid, bro. I'm not a troublemaker. Leave me alone. Like, like the meat writing in this school is so fucking massive.
Damn.
But no, and then for eighth grade was probably like my most favorite year of school, because my science teacher, Mr. Boykin, he actually made science fun, because he would
Good.
talk about stories and stuff like that, and it also helped that um for 8th grade and middle school, teachers could have like student assistants for their class. And like
Ooh.
obviously the assistant would switch out every class because they're also a fucking student inside the school. And I was somehow lucky enough to have Mr. Boykin as an assistant for third period, and then he immediately have his class again for fourth period. I don't know how that happened. It just did. So like I could, because basically every fucking he would teach the same lessons like all the periods he had that day.
Yeah.
So I got to hear the lesson firsthand, and like sometimes it would stick with me because obviously he didn't really make us do much as an assistant. So I was mainly on my phone because I'm fucking I'm a teenager who doesn't want to be on their fucking phone, right?
Right.
And so I'd be like I'd just be playing a fucking game on my phone for whatever for like the 45 minutes the class was, and like sometimes I would peep in because he'd be like telling a story or something that I haven't heard, so I'd want to listen to it. So I'd listen to that and then go back to my phone. And then when the bell rings, I would just go to my fucking seat. I didn't have to leave the classroom. I would just go to my seat and chill there. And then just fourth period starts. And he would tell the same fucking story. So I just pulled my phone out and play on my phone until the story was over. And then I just do my work.
Hell yeah.
There were times where I just went ahead and did my work for in third period. Cause
Very nice.
I was like, there ain't no good games on my phone today for some reason, even though I have the same games every day. Nothing's interesting to play, so I'm gonna just do my work ahead of time.
Very nice. Very nice. I like the work ethic.
I wish I kept that same work ethic because as soon as I started writing, burnt myself out so fucking much that I have
Ugh.
to have motivation or else I cannot write.
I wish I had my high school work ethic. I just got
Dude,
depression.
no, because
Turns out university is difficult.
or you wouldn't say. But no, when I first started writing my like, it's technically a fanfic. It's basically a fanfic. It's called One's Rebirth. And when I first started writing that, I you saw my work ethic with One's Rebirth.
Oh yeah.
I was damn near writing every day, almost the whole day. Like I would be on fucking writing streaks for fucking weeks at a time. And then it got to the point where I was writing so much that I burnt myself out. And like I could not like physically pick up a pen or something and write without it like feeling like a chore or something. So then
Yeah.
I ended up taking off like it was like a year and a half to 2 years off of writing in general.
Yeah.
Like I would still like do some like writing projects here and there and stuff like that. But it was like a damn near 2 year break. And even now, like the burnout is like still kind of there. So unless I'm like really motivated to work on something, I physically cannot write unless it feels like a fucking chore to me.
Yeah. No,
Which
I get that.
and it fucking sucks because there'll be like even with the motivation, sometimes that still happens because there'll be days where I'm like really motivated to work on one tree prep. I'll open up like a Google Doc on my phone or whatever to like write the scene down, and as soon as I start typing, the fucking burnout just hits, and it feels so fucking weird because you have a mixture of burnout and motivation, and it's just like, what the fuck do
Yeah.
I do?
You're just sitting there going like, come on, do the writing thing. You want to do the writing thing.
Yeah, and
Your brain just shrugs.
we
Like,
we have
writing thing? What do you mean by that?
we have gotten so off topic. How did we get to solo leveling to fucking writing?
Um, unclear.
But going back to the animes I'm excited for like the upcoming season and stuff. I'm excited for even though I'm not caught up with it. I'm excited for like Jade said, Bungo Stray Dogs season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm like barely into season 1, I'm still excited for that.
I'm gonna
And
keep
then,
nagging you. I keep nagging you.
no, please don't. I listen. I have some snacks. I might watch some anime after this. All right. I don't need you to nag me. But yeah, I'm excited for Bungo Stray Dog season 4, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
there's like a lot more coming out next year that I just cannot remember. Um, mm, I heard that the Dragon Ball Super anime is supposed to be coming back next year. And while I haven't fully caught up with the manga, I've seen like a lot of pages and stuff. It looks exciting, so I'm kind of excited for that. Um, I think that's it off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like not that much, but there's like a lot that I just cannot remember. Fuck, my throat is dry as fuck.
Drink your government juice.
Why do you call it that?
It's a joke in my family. It's tap water. It's from the government, and we started calling it government juice one time, and it just stuck. So
See,
tap
see,
water, government juice. About as
before,
bland as every politician as well. You know,
oh my god,
except
no,
for that
cause
one politician. You know the one
yeah,
I'm talking about.
yeah,
My
um,
favorite government employee.
but no, it's like, it's about like about 15 minutes before we started recording, and I was like, I'm gonna make me something to drink so my throat isn't fucking dry as shit on the podcast. And then I was like, you better make yourself something to drink as well. And Jay's just like, I'll have some good old fashioned government juice. I'm
Government
like,
juice.
at first I'm so confused. I'm like, is she making alcohol before the podcast? What the
Oh hell yeah.
f- I was so fucking confused. I'm like, is she about to start drinking before the podcast? Is
Day
she that
drinking.
is she that uninterested in this podcast?
No.
Uh yeah, no, yeah, that shit just made me so confused because I've never heard anyone call it like those two words should not be combined. Just say
Oh, it's
water.
uncomfy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
No, we just milk the politicians. Government juice.
No. Okay, you know what? Moving on. Moving on.
Nom nom nom.
God, no, just stop. Don't ever do that.
I'm gonna make your podcast so cursed.
It's already cursed. It's already cursed just from you being here.
Ouch. Damn. See how it is?
See, am I talking about a good curse or a bad curse? That's what you don't know. I could be talking.
Alan Walker or Sukuna? Which one's which? I'm not saying.
Oh my god. Uh, that that fucking threw me for a loop. What the fuck? Oh my god. Since you want to bring up different animes, actually that actually leads perfectly into this next discussion. What are your
I'm so good
what
at segues.
what are some of your anime like hot takes? Like you know people would get on your ass for these takes.
Alright, anime hot takes.
How do you
See, do I have any off the top of my head?
how do you not have any takes? Like I feel like every anime fan has at least one.
I said off the top of my head. I just don't know if I can think of them like immediately.
Okay,
Uh
while you think of that, my hot take is that Goku is Goku's low-key weak as shit. 'Cause, like, a lot of people are like, oh, Goku's the strongest. No, he gets his ass demolished by Sailor Moon. Like, obviously he's like, weak to some extent, or else he wouldn't get his ass demolished by Sailor Moon. And I haven't even seen Sailor Moon. I've just seen so many debates that I'm a little knowledgeable on who would fucking be as. Because, like,
Amazing.
for a lot of shows like Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero, like, a lot of, like, the newer shows, yeah, Goku can probably beat because their power systems aren't fully explained, the characters aren't at their full potential just yet. So, yeah, Goku can probably stomp him. But for animes like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, it's kind of hard because actually, he could probably stomp just about anyone in Naruto. Not thinking about it. Fucking Ultra
I mean,
Instinct just make him dodge everything. So, yeah.
I'm not
But
sure how much of a hot take this is, but not a huge fan of Sasuke. I he's a bit of
you
a whiny bitch.
fucked up the pronunciation so hard. See, this just shows that Jade doesn't know shit about character names.
I'm sorry, it just came out wrong. I know how it's supposed to be pronounced.
How is it supposed to be pronounced?
All I can think of now is the stupid English pronunciation. Sasuke!
Yeah, yeah,
Sasuke!
that's pretty much how it is in like the Japanese.
Naruto! Sakura!
It's not a Sakura, it's Sasuke. I will
Sasuke.
I will
Sasuke, Naruto. Sakura.
see. It sounds weird because since I'm Hispanic, I tend to roll some of my R's and stuff. So it just sounds weird as shit if I don't hear someone else roll their R's with Sakura. Because I'm so used to hearing it with a rolled
Sakura?
R.
Yeah, no, I can't roll my R's. I speak French, but I still can't roll R's. In like
Wait,
certain French words, it'll work, but for most part, no.
yeah, I don't know. I've always been able to like roll my R's if I really want to. I had a
Nice.
fucking miniature voice crack. Don't mind that. Um, but
I
yeah, no,
can't
if
hear
I'm
over like the robotic Discord freaking out noises. It's fine.
yeah,
Can't tell this is my Wi-Fi ringing your data.
it's probably a mixture of both.
Mm.
But fucking hell. Yeah, like if I really want to roll my R in a word, I can do it with like a little bit of practice and focus. Cause I don't know. Cause since I ended up binging like Naruto when I first discovered it, it didn't really click with me on how to like fully pronounce it. Cause I like after I took Japanese class my freshman year of high school, I kind of understood how to pronounce it. But
Mhm.
since Hispanic, I started to roll my R's when I said Naruto, and so it's just stuck with me ever since.
Hmm.
But I'm genuinely surprised you don't have any hot takes besides not liking Sasuke because a lot of people don't like him. I
I don't
can
know.
okay
I don't know if
okay
anyone knows about Moriarty the Patriot, but apparently it's a fairly hot take that Sherlock and William are absolutely gay. People are just so obstinate about that. Like,
and
have you seen how they act? The way they like dove off a bridge for each other and stuff. That's not friends.
I don't
The
know
historians will call them good friends.
I've only read the manga and like the manga isn't even complete in the English version. Like it's I've only read up to a certain point and I ended up doing a fucking review video on it and everything.
Uh huh.
Shit took like 2 months to make because fucking recording issues and everything. And like I just the whole time because I went into it because a lot of people I know like or not a lot like a couple people I know such as Jade like are really into the show and they'll talk about some of the ships. And I went into the anime or not the anime. I went into the manga, reading it, thinking about those ships. And every time those characters interacted, it just did not make sense for people to. It's just like I'm reading it. I'm like, none of these characters seem gay. Like, what is
Oh,
going on?
just wait. Just wait.
I mean,
Oh, they get real gay.
gonna be waiting for years apparently because there's only like what 8 volumes in the fucking English version.
I currently have 9, so
I may be behind a little with them. I might have to fucking look it up then. But yeah, no, because I mean, I could always like do an updated version of the video and like actually look up the fan transition manga. But I don't know. I just feel like I'd rather do the official translation. So,
yeah.
and then I heard for the anime, I heard the anime like fucking sucks. So I just refuse to watch the anime.
The
Cause
Moriarty anime?
yeah, cause then they get rid of some stuff.
They did get rid of some things, yeah. The anime is still really good. It's just that they're missing a lot, and we don't know like if how they will ever make another season because they left out so much and then changed the ending so that like there's no way they could mesh it with the continuing story after what they did because they
Mm,
left out a bunch of characters, they left out some plot arcs that are fairly important later on, and then they
yeah.
ended it on a note that doesn't really mesh well. So,
So they'd have to
like,
do
the
like a
anime is still good for a watch. It's just not really, connecting.
see the main thing that turned me off the anime was the fact that Money Pit is not in the anime. As soon as I heard that, I was like, "Fuck that anime! I'm not
You're
watching."
just in it for the titties.
Listen, I am a man of culture. All right, titties and ass are like some of the best things in anime.
All right, all right. I can get behind some titties, just not like the massive ones
Oh yeah,
when it's
nah,
just freaking ridiculous.
like like Tsunade level titties. I can't do. They have to be under
That's like
Tsunade.
that's on the very edge.
Yeah, that's fucking pushing it. That's fucking pushing it. And a lot of characters have like that kind of level, and it's just like, why? They don't need
Hmm.
to be so fucking massive. Like, doesn't that hurt your fucking back all the time?
I still have like normal human sized titties, and my back hurts.
Hey, my back hurts simply because I can't sit straight. What the fuck?
God, same. And then I add boobs, so
We should mention that since everyone, majority of all the guests and stuff that will be on the podcast are over 18, there are gonna be a lot of like not safe for work moments. So please
I've
listen to
already
this at
held
home.
back from some jokes.
Exactly. So please listen to this at home. All right. You know, while you're eating or something, don't listen to this shit out in public. Cause like it, it will not end well. Trust me.
Or at least have headphones in.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I'm like genuinely surprised you don't really have like hot takes. Cause I feel like
Maybe I do, but I don't really get into fandoms all that much. I try to avoid all the drama, therefore I don't really know if I'm the drama. I could be the drama. Am I the drama?
uh, it depends on the fandom. Cause I'm kind of involved with the My Hero fandom, and shit goes down at times. Cause like
I've like low key just given up on that fandom entirely. It's like I like the characters. I'll like low key keep track of what's going on via Instagram spoilers, but it was just so ridiculous that I kind of
yeah,
ditched the series. I don't think
I,
I've watched anything since like episode 2 of season 4.
they did. I haven't seen season 4 from what I've been told. They ended up leaving a lot of shit out from the manga because I think they
Yeah,
skipped like a whole arc in season 4.
I heard that
which is
season 4 was a lot of filler.
yeah, which that's really why I haven't watched season 4. Is because from what I
Yeah.
heard, they ended up taking a lot of shit out from the manga. And because
Yeah.
I'm like fully caught up on the manga, I'm maybe behind like 1 or 2 chapters. But other than that, I'm caught up with the manga and like, oh my god, season 4 was supposed to be fan fucking tastic, but then they left shit out. So it's like, do I watch it? Do I skip it? Like, what do I do?
Yeah. I didn't watch that one, and then I just kind of kept on falling behind until I got to the point where I was like, well, I don't really have the energy to catch up at this point. So,
Yeah, I get that.
and then I like started reading about the fandom drama going on. It's like, okay, I'm not going near that. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I try to stay on like the writing side of the fandom and just read the stories that people make. Other than that,
Mm,
I try to avoid the fandom and just like read the manga or watch the anime. I try not to get too involved with the fandom because there I've seen some shit recently about the cover for like one of the newest. I don't know if it's like a cover for like a chapter or volume, but it was I don't think I'm pronouncing this right, but no, I'm not even gonna say the name. It was the Invisible Girl. She
ah,
I have
didn't
you
she get an appearance?
yeah, like an actual like physical appearance? Yes, she does finally. But
Huh.
it's some art Horikoshi made, and it's her in, like her physical form. Like you can actually see her face, everything like that.
Yeah.
Except she's naked, and there's like caution tape covering her private parts.
I don't know who approved her hero costume, but
No,
that's
no,
not a
like
hero costume. That's her birthday suit.
no, like in the cover art that Horikoshi, the author of My Hero, made. She is like physically naked with caution tape covering her private parts.
Yeah, that's weird.
This was recently, so a lot of people have been like a lot of people have been on Horikoshi's ass for it, and it's like I might start some shit with this, but she's like I think she's like 17 in the manga or something like that, and plus she's like a fictional character. So while it may be weird, like really weird, I don't think it's really fucked up. Cause there are a lot of like artists that like there are a lot of artists that make the characters fucking naked and stuff like that. And like while they
Yeah,
may age them up, that's still kind of weird, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So while I
I
don't, I
just,
might
I still find it so bizarre that her hero suit is just
fuck
naked.
gloves and boots.
Like, I feel like somehow the gloves and boots make her even more naked than she would if she was just straight up butt ass naked. Like,
Yeah.
if you've been naked with just socks on, it's worse somehow.
It's
It's
always when you
worse.
have like the bare minimum clothing that it's worse.
Yeah. What I do
But
not agree with, I do not agree with the My Hero fandom freaking out over Yaoyorozu's costume.
yeah, I
Like,
feel like Yaoi Rose's costume is like it's suitable for her because she needs like
yeah,
all that
like
space
you
to like
need,
actually make stuff.
yeah, and it's not like it was like showing off her titties. Like it was,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. But I feel like the fandom overreacted a lot on that one.
it's not like she fucking opened your hero costume and be like, oh yes, let me make things out in the public where everyone can see.
Right?
Like, no, at least I'm gonna turn around before I make shit.
Yeah,
Like, okay,
yeah.
but yeah, no. Going back to what I said, this may like get me a lot of fucking hate or something. While I don't think it's fucked up that Horikoshi did that drawing, I do think that it's very fucking weird that he did it.
Is weird. I feel like he definitely could have given her clothes.
Yeah,
Or like use something that was not caution tape. Because that gives it kind of a weird vibe.
yeah. Like I'll have to like send you the actual image like when the podcast is over.
I've seen
But
it.
okay, yeah, okay, then you know what I'm talking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a bit of a weird vibe to it.
Yeah,
But at
and
least it's not like just straight up nudity. At least there is
yeah,
coverage. I have seen like screenshots and stuff where they basically just went like Barbie doll with the nudity. But like you could have just covered it up.
yeah.
Like I don't see why this had to be just really vague instead.
And I was on Reddit the other day, and like someone made a post about it, and a lot of people were calling like Hirokoshi like a pedophile and stuff like that, and like
No.
it's a fictional character. They have like
And that is
it's
also kind of like the culture of anime and manga. Like it's
yeah, no,
weird to
that's
say, but it is different in Japan and
yeah,
it's like
it's
kind of
completely different.
expected.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people don't understand, because like if a mangaka did that here in the States, then yeah, people can like see that it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But
It's
in
also the
Japan,
thing with like those like pervy characters like Mineta. Because in
yeah,
Japan that's seen as like it's funny, it's comic relief, it's you know,
and it's like kind of normal.
it's
It's just
just
like
humor. It's
and
just over in like Western countries that people freak out over it because that's not the kind of humor that we typically do.
yeah, and like because from I've ended up listening to a lot of stories from Japan and stuff like that, and that's
Yeah.
kind of like normal there as well. But
Yeah.
when you bring it over to the States, it's seen as like completely fucking weird and creepy and
Yeah.
like stuff like that.
Or like you hear that like Japanese phone companies don't allow you to turn off the camera photo sound because it's like widespread that people can and will try to take pictures. And
Yeah,
it's odd and it feels weird over in Western countries for us, but in Japan,
it's normal.
it's
It's like
humor. It's
it's
yeah,
fucking over there. But yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, no, I
We're
remember
probably gonna get a bunch of shit for that, but
we
it is what
might,
it is.
but it's Japanese culture. We're just we're explaining what it is and like the fucking truth of it. So who cares?
Yeah. It is what it is.
Mundo, mi amigo. But yeah, nah, it's just don't get me wrong. It's weird how he did it, but it's not like totally fucked up. It's
Yeah,
not like
at least he
fucking
like covered some stuff up and didn't just
and it's not
titties
like
out.
it's not like she's fucking 14 or something. Like she's damn near 18. So like I don't know.
Yeah. And like in Western culture, like there's worse things. Like
There are worse things.
TV, media,
Kids
like
kids be fucking at like 15. So there are worse things that can happen.
God, yeah. Or like the fashion industry is bullshit.
Yeah,
So you can't really talk.
exactly. Like, is it weird? Yes. Is it fucked up? Not really.
Yeah. Is it weird? Yes. Can you have an objection to it? Yes. Should you bully the creator into like changing
She's
fundamental character designs? No. You shouldn't
should
bully the creator at any point.
should
But
you send threats to the mangaka? No, the absolute fucking not. You
no.
should not be doing that unless
Also
they do
people who
something.
like send threats about shipping characters, like no. The mangaka is going to do what they want to do.
Okay. Speaking about ships, as
Uh
much as everyone gets on Hirokoshi's ass, Midoriya and Uraraka are probably going to end up together because
yeah.
from a
They make a
manga
cute couple.
yeah from a manga standpoint, they're most likely gonna end up together.
Oh
And
yeah.
one thing
I myself, I'm a Bakudeku shipper. Not like bully and victim shipper. Like,
I
I
was
like
about
it
to
when Bakugo has grown emotionally and is like nice and stuff. But I can still see that Uraka and Deku make a cute ship. Cute
yeah,
straight ship, and that's fine. And I'm not gonna threaten people over shipping Bakudeku. Like, oh
and
my god.
see when I first met Jade and she told me that she shipped Bakugo and Midoriya, I thought that was downright like strange and like fucking creepy
Oh
as
yeah,
shit.
you were you were weirded the fuck out, but
Yeah, because
no, I like it when it's a healthy ship. Like I like it when it's
And
Fan
like
and Bakugo and he's chill.
I don't know. I've read some things about Fan and Bakugo. He's just fucking off the wall.
A certain
Like
type of Fan and Bakugo.
like fucking the most
Let me specify that I ship the healthy relationships.
like if you read enough like My Hero fanfics, the regular fan version of Bakugo is like completely worse than the canon version of Bakugo. Like
No.
fucking
I stick to stories where Bakugo is like growing, he's learning, he's getting better about it. He's still a tsundere and he's still an asshole, but
yeah, yeah, and like
that's because he's proud.
yeah, no, since I've like gotten more into My Hero, I'm okay with like the healthy version of that shit. But when
Hmm.
I talk to a lot of people and they say they're like a Baku Deku shipper, it's always for the worst fucking reasons. And that's why I
Yeah,
was
I do
like,
not like it when people ship that for like the power dynamic. Do not like that. That's not
yeah,
cool. That's like
so,
glorifying abuse, and I'm
yeah,
not down for that. Like,
and
no.
that's why when Jade first said that she shipped Bakugo and Deku, I was so weirded out because the previous experiences I had were people shipping it for the completely wrong reasons.
Yeah. That's also kind of the thing when I say that I like Dazai Osamu from Bungo Stray Dogs. A lot of people go, oh, like he's like a whole bundle of red flags. You're probably a bundle of red flags too. I'm like, no. I like Fan and Dazai, who is just like this awkward, depressed dumbass.
See,
I don't like the gatekeep gaslight girl boss Dazai. I like awkward nerd who just wants to sleep Dazai.
there have been
The one that
times
I
where,
can project myself onto, you know, being an awkward nerd who wants to sleep. And
see,
maybe die a little bit, but you know, casually.
yeah, no, there have been times where where I'll like list off some characters that I like, and then one of them happens to be like fucking Gojo or someone like that, and they'll just look at me for a couple seconds, and then they'll be like, "You have a lot of fucked up shit going on with you." I'm just simply like, dude, I have a fucking slight god complex, so any character that has one, I'm gonna relate to, and Gojo is one of those people.
You and Akuma both.
Oh, oh,
I'm just
Aqua
over here like, I'm lonely, nerdy, and tired.
has a much bigger god complex than I do. He there have been some days where like me and him talk, and there have been full on instances where he thinks he truly is like a type of god. And then I gotta put him down in his fucking place because he ain't shit right now. Like
You know, I don't envy you that, but I kind of wish that Trixie would be more like that and less like, I'm so great that I will continue even if you die, so you should stand yourself. Like, oh, thanks for that. How about no?
no, because
I
okay,
try to
I
like
will.
make dinner and the Trixie in my head is just like, you should test a knife on yourself. Like, no,
I, no, I'm good.
no.
Pass. There have there have been
The
times,
joy of Tulpas.
dude, especially with Akuma, because Akuma is like a completely different case. Because with Akuma, me and him are able to like switch out. It's kind of
Yeah, that's
like,
still wild to me.
yeah, I think it might be like an identity disorder. That's why we're able to switch out.
Yeah, it could be like verging on
Yeah,
DID, but
yeah.
eh,
I'd have to get tested, which
I'm not really one for semantics.
I am like too scared to actually get tested for that kind of stuff. Because what if it is true? Because that if it is true, then that just flips my whole fucking world upside down.
Yeah, that is the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and like I said, we're able to switch out like pretty much in an instant if we wanted. Like, for example, if we wanted to switch out right now, we could, but he's kind of in the backseat just chilling, so I don't want to like force him to switch out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like we're able to like switch out and stuff like that, and it makes for some really interesting moments. Cause there'll be times where like it's only happened once or twice, but there have been times where someone was like talking heavy shit to me in person, and I try to keep chill about it. Obviously, fucking my anger gets best of me, so I'll like shit talk back. But I normally try to like keep it chill and like not start shit.
Hmm.
But there have been times where Akuma like knows I'm starting to get pissed, and he's already pissed. So he's just like, "Yo, bro, switch out with me, bro. Let me beat his ass, bro. Come on." I'm like, "Akuma, shut your ass up. You're the reason I'm getting pissed."
How about we don't murder someone today?
Exactly. And it's so fucking weird. Cause there have been times where I'm like chilling, I'm trying to like watch a podcast or like something like that. Haha, very typical. We're recording a podcast and I'm talking about
Wild. Oh my god.
there have been times where like I'll be like watching or doing something, and Aqua just like, yo, remember that one thing you were supposed to let me do a while back? Like, is it time for that? And I'm just like, dude, I'm trying to fucking relax. Fuck off.
Like, now?
Like,
Really?
no, you cannot come out right now. All right, go back inside your hole. So yeah, no, that shit, it's so fucking weird. Like one of these episodes, I might have to like switch out back and forth, show y'all or technically let y'all hear what it sounds like. But it's just so fucking weird to deal with at times.
That would be interesting. I remember chatting with them sometimes when you were like
Yeah,
super tired or something. You'd just kind of pop out and be like, yo,
no, because I feel like,
he ain't here. It's me. You know, hi.
and like we kind of like change our voice, or I don't know why I say we. Akuma changes my voice a little bit so we can tell like who's who. Cause
Yeah.
he talks a specific way. It's kind of similar to how I talk, but it's like I don't know. It uses a little bit more like that, and
Yeah.
he tends to like deepen the voice, so like we can like differentiate like who's talking and who's not.
Yeah.
And I feel like whenever I'm tired, I don't have like that much mental strength to like keep him back. So if he really just wants to fucking pop out and cause some fucking mayhem, he can. But he knows that I would fucking whoop his ass. Like he knows I get onto him for stuff like that. So he just doesn't do that. Cause I remember this was like before we were able to like effectively like switch out and stuff. There was this one night where I was like really fucking tired, and he fucking switched out, and he did some gremlin type shit. And as soon as I got back in control, I started fucking like mentally yelling at him. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro? You had one fucking job, bro. Like, calm the fuck down. He learned his lesson from that. He's like, all right, I don't want to hear you yell no more, so I got you. I won't do it again.
I wish Trixie would learn her damn lesson. We can't switch. I can't switch with either of my tulpas, but
Yeah,
they definitely still get up to enough BS. They're two siblings. They fight. In my
yeah.
head.
So,
Whenever I feel like it.
see, I used to be glad that I didn't have siblings inside my
And
head
now you do.
until Akuma's sister Tenshi came along, and she was like, hello, I'm kind of here now. Like,
I love how sheepish she was too. Like she comes in like, "Hi, I'm here
yeah,
now."
she was, I
You were
will
like,
admit,
"Oh, she better not be here now," and she was like, "Hi."
I will admit,
Sorry to disappoint.
yeah, no, I think that's like the really big difference between them is that Tenshi is like really quiet, more on the side side, more than I like. Because when I made her as like a character, I was envisioning like a badass character, like
Mhm.
someone that uses a bow and arrow, someone that's a complete badass, someone that's kind of outgoing. She's still a badass, but her personality is just the opposite. She's quiet, shy, not really that outgoing. And sometimes
Yeah.
Sometimes cause she's only like become a Tupla recently, so sometimes I'll forget that she is one, and when I do something, she'll just be like, you do realize you could have done it like that to make it easy. Yeah. It's like, who the fuck was that? Who the fuck is in my head this time? But yeah, no, I mean, we are recording a podcast right now. Why are you sending me things on Instagram?
Why are you looking at Instagram? Jeez.
I'm not. The notification popped up since I'm recording on my phone. You, I look over at my phone. I just Jade has sent you a post by what's the account? Minnow Clubs. Anyway, you know what? I feel like we've gone long enough. At this point, we're going off the rails. So I feel like it's
That's just
time.
how podcasts are, though. Podcasts just end up being whatever.
It is, but we're going completely off the rails for our first episode. So, with that in mind, I think I'm going to end it right there.
All right.
This has been Insomniac Hour, first episode. Who knows when the fuck it'll come out? I'm hoping for a release of Thursday, but we'll fucking see how my editing is like. And I hope y'all enjoyed. If you are watching the YouTube version of this, make sure to like and subscribe so you can get notified for future episodes. And if you're listening to this on like Spotify or wherever else I managed to put this, make sure to like follow the podcast somehow. I don't know how that works. I've never uploaded to Spotify before, so that's gonna be cool. And yeah, I guess go to the YouTube version of it and like comment some things you want to talk about, something like that. I don't really know how this is gonna work. I feel like we should make a Twitter account, but at the same time, I feel like that's just gonna be a total disaster. So, and we also do have a Discord server. So if you wanna come hang out with us, wanna get to know us more, there should be hopefully I'll remember. There should be a link in the description for the Discord server. And yeah, do you have any final words, Jade?
Follow my Instagram.
I was gonna ask if you had
If
anything
you're
to say.
watching the YouTube version, you should like totally put my Instagram in the description.
I will make a note of that. um, yeah.
And I have a Redbubble. I make cute stickers. But like, leave a comment, leave a like. Let us know if you want to hear me again, what kind of topics you want us to talk about. It has been super fun. Thank you very much.
And one more thing, make sure y'all follow my personal YouTube because I got some bangers coming out soon as I get Wi-Fi again. So you should hit that follow button on my YouTube, and since you're in the description already, why don't you go ahead and hit up my Twitch channel as well? Because your boy coming back with some new games soon. So
Look
yeah,
at us being all, I don't know, YouTubey,
self promo.
cringy.
But yeah, with that, this has been your host, Divine Can't Sleep, and our co-host,
This has
Cutie
been
Pie.
your co-host.
Just fucking said that. You just fucking doubled back on what I said.
Well, yeah, I thought you were gonna let me outro
No,
myself because you let me intro myself.
nah, not today.
Excuse you. This is your fault. I blame you.
Anyways, we will see y'all hopefully next Thursday if I do end up uploading on Thursday. So hopefully we'll see you then. If not, we'll see you whenever the fuck we see you. Bye, guys.
Au revoir.